No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world, and we about to break this down brick by brick. I cussed in the first little but we don't have to edit it. We about to break it down brick by brick. We got my boy in the building, super producer,
ambassador, journalist.
I'm like it goes on and on and on.
Person, yeah.
He's into the politics. He's into the producing. He's like a very awesome friend of mine. This is Good Perry, man. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
sir.
What's going on? What's going on?
I've been chilling. I just been working on Joseon, working on my music, hella stuff. As far as like music, I got some stuff I've been working on recently. I've been getting together. I've been shooting hella videos, and I'm actually excited to drop something in 2024. So something big coming in 2024 for sure. Both for me musically and for Joseon. Like,
Yeah,
it's things that we got planned.
So what is Joseon? Like you talking about Joseon? What is this Joseon thing that you?
So if I'm gonna start from the beginning. As far as like to explain what Joseon is and what's going on and what direction we are going in now. So a lot of people, when they refer to the current monarchy or the current people who rule Joseon, they consider them the king and queens of Korea, right?
Yeah.
But really, it's not.
So what is Joseon? What does Korea and Joseon have? Let's start. Let's do the background on Joseon first. How about what is Joseon like? What is it? It's an empire. It's a country. What is it like? Where does it originate from?
Well, Joseon is the monarchy
The origin.
that ruled over the peninsula of Korea before Korea was there.
Yeah.
So before Korea was named Korea, it was a place called Joseon. And that was the name of the family, the monarchy that ruled over that space.
Okay.
Where Korea is.
So now moving forward, you back to where
So then Korea, Joseon gets finished in 1392, right?
Uh-huh.
It was the longest dynasty on the Korean peninsula, like that's ever been there. I think it's the longest dynasty in like human history type, like bigger than the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
But so fast forward a little bit, the Korean War, right? America comes through. They start the Korean War against communism. They split the country in two, right? North Korea, South Korea. Completely do away with Joseon, right?
Yeah.
And so, but the family, the monarchy that ruled over, they got treaties with all kinds of countries, commerce, trade, all these kinds of treaties.
Yeah.
And a lot of these treaties say in perpetuity, which means forever.
Yeah.
So it means that they're still, like the members of Joseon are still considered sovereigns.
Yeah.
Like they're still considered their own people, their own country, things of that sort. So we come up to now with the current king and prince, King Isuk and Prince Andrew Lee.
Yeah. Which is a close friend of ours.
Yeah. A close friend of ours, a great friend of ours. King Isuk, who was born in Korea, met Andrew, who's a descendant of his. Well, they're like far descendants, but he passed
Same family tree.
Same family tree.
Yeah.
He passed on the kingship to Andrew.
Yeah.
And Andrew had this great idea of wanting to recapture the sovereignty and not just use it for the family's uses, but to actually give it back to the people in a way. So which is why you can come and join Joseon now as whatever citizen you are or wherever you are in the world and actually be a part of this ecosystem of people we got going on. And it's not just like, how would I say, sovereign nomads. Like it's not nothing like that. Like even though sovereign nomads do find interest in Joseon because of what it is.
Yeah.
But it's for anybody who has a passion for anything or wants to see something beyond where they are now, and they're held down by the limitations of the laws against businesses in the countries that they at.
Yeah.
And you can come to Joseon and basically register a business into Joseon and then freely do what with your company what you want, whether it be like, for examples, like say you dropping a song, right?
Yeah.
You want to drop a song. You can, and there's no way for you now, like as an American citizen, for you to be like, all right, I want to sell off pieces of this song. These people are going to be able to help me fund this song. Like, unless you open up a GoFundMe or something. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So what Joseon allows you to do, it allows you to have IPO benefits without IPOing, like without having to like go through the process of building like a company up to a large company and then becoming a large business. You could just do it from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then so say if you got a couple of y'all believe in this, y'all can go ahead and like put it out, start getting the funding for it, and get moving with whatever
put
y'all
it
got
out
going on.
through Joseon. Yeah,
exactly.
And what what coin would you use in order to purchase it? So like, how does it? Because I don't want to even skip, because I'm gonna skip over some. Because I know what you're talking about, but I can't. I gotta pretend that I don't right now. So, and I'm like interested in diving into that, because that is a new platform that we are offering to people. Where you can sell shares of your music through Joseon. Like, we're definitely, that's the way that we're breaking into hip hop.
Yeah.
But okay, so now that we have what Joseon is, like, so where does this cryptocurrency come into play? Like,
okay, so Joseon, because it is considered a nation, we had to create our own currency, right? But instead of creating like a paper dollar or a coin or something, we just decided to not make any physical fiat currency and just completely make it digital. And just use the Joseon Won as our fiat currency for Joseon, the country. So, and if you, to go back to your other question, for example, if you were to drop a song and then you were to make it underneath a coin, you can actually coin your own coin, like make your own coin underneath the Joseon coin within the blockchain. Call it whatever you want. Like people can come and can go and like buy into it, like everything, whatever you would want. But Joseon is just being the backbone, of everything that's built off of.
Yeah, it's like the Ethereum family and the Bitcoin family. How it's multiple coins up under that umbrella.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So to be recognized as a country, you had to go through.
I had to
certain obstacles. Yeah. And first and foremost. All that. Listen, let's start here. How the did a black man get in charge of the Korean? And then we'll get into that, because I like tilt my hat off to you, and I tilt my hat off to Andrew Lee for always reaching out and dealing with the people that he doesn't have to, because he doesn't need us to go forward at all, but he definitely sees potential in certain individuals, and he's not afraid to. You know what I mean? Give him a shot. So how did you get in your position, and what did you have to go through to get Joseon recognized as a country?
It's a funny story. I can start from the beginning as far as like how I met Andrew and how everything went down, and then how I began like becoming a part of Joseon and everything. Yeah. So at the beginning, I actually was just at home playing World of Warcraft, right, on my computer. And he was just somebody that I would hop in Discord with, and we would just play World of Warcraft, like at the crib, like literally just playing World of Warcraft. We was talking in Discord, and he was like, we was just talking about like where everybody lived, I think, one day, and then he was like, I was like, yeah, I live in LA. Like, what's this called? He was like, oh, you live in LA? He was like, I live in LA. He was like, we should link up, like type. And I started linking up with him. When I pulled up, it was like a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy situation.
Let's start there. Google Andrew Lee's mansion. What you talking about? It's crazy. It's like 3 castles on one lot. But I hate to put my big dog out there like that. But you can Google. It's all public record.
Yeah. But I started pulling up, and we would just play World of Warcraft at his crib, like. every like once in a while I come pull up. With
This
my
is
computer.
before gaming PCs.
Nah, this was during gaming PCs.
This
but
is
I had
on
a
the
gaming
gaming
laptop. Like I had a gaming laptop. This was like
because my brother and them, they've been playing like it was not Call of Duty. What was the other one you played on the computer? It was before gaming PCs. You juice your computer up for it.
World of Warcraft?
No,
not World of Warcraft.
it was
League of
something else. They
Legends?
used to have tournaments and all that for this.
Halo?
No,
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's it.
Counter-Strike,
That's it.
bro.
Yeah, niggas.
Counter-Strike, that's the
Counter-Strike
original,
heavy,
the Counter-Strike.
That is.
So, yeah, like, before the gaming PCs, you remember you just used to, like, juice your desktop up and, like, play that. My brother used to get his ass whooped for that. I never got into that, but he used to be, like, stealing money, going to turn.
Juicing up his
No, he knew how to do that himself. He was going to tournaments, but he actually win. Like he had to,
Oh man, he was hardcore.
Yeah.
Was hardcore.
But yeah, I do the like that whole world is a different world. So you guys met up gaming, you start pulling up. What's going on?
I started pulling up, and we was just gaming at his crib every once in a while for a while, and then we started. He was always talking about this Joseon thing. Like it wasn't even something that was initially like brought to my attention at first, but he was after like hearing more and more about it. I started asking. I was like, "What is that?" He was like, "I'm actually like I'm a member of this sovereign nation called Joseon," and I was like, "Really?" And I knew what sovereign nations and stuff was, but I never like knew someone who was like actually in it or like had any say so in anything as far as that. But I was asking him more questions, and after asking him more questions and seeing where he wanted to take it and seeing what his ideas was and his reasoning for doing it, like it really intrigued me. So I was like, let me see what I could do to like help with this and whatnot. He was like, yeah, we could figure out something for you to like help and do, like for sure. So I started like contacting people from different countries and like meeting up with ambassadors and certain other members of like cabinets and things of that sort.
Yeah.
And I just started off going.
What's
from
a
there.
cabinet?
A cabinet is like a ministry. Like for example, you got a minister of defense. You got a minister of interior. Like
this is for the viewers like me that don't understand. You get what I'm saying? So
So the cabinet is the immediate people that the leader of a country chooses to help him like lead that country. That's what a cabinet is.
So in America, that would be
like the minister of defense or like Condoleezza Rice was.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
in the day. Like,
Okay, all right, cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah. So I started like reaching out to these people and like with the thought of Joseon in mind. Of course, I was like helping out with it, and we just started going from there. And then we got a treaty in July with Antigua, which was fire because it was like we had already had an agreement with them for a while, and then they finally signed off on the treaty in July, which made us the first UN nation recognized sovereign nation. Not even just a sovereign nation, but a cyber nation, a nation that doesn't hold any physical land.
Yeah.
So that we don't step on nobody's
no
toes.
Country.
There's no country that has
country.
that either.
But we're in the metaverse.
We occupy a digital space completely. So we don't step on nobody's toes. We don't we don't mess with any other countries' like definition of sovereign or whatever.
So the trip to Antigua.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. How did that go? Who'd you go with?
I went by myself. I just went by myself. Yeah. I went by myself.
You're a soldier, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy because
Howard. Fuck that. I know we having a political conversation, but
it was fire. It was fire.
It was fire. I mean, I know that you probably got a girl, but I'm saying, how did they look? Not like how were they?
Bro, the people there are beautiful. Like, I think all the island nations, bro, you need to tap each and every single one of them.
Come on, man.
Because it's like a crazy array of like beautiful people there. Like, it'd be like these people that look like black but got a little Indian in them. You'd be like, where is that?
Yeah, that skin complexion is crazy, right? Like,
It's crazy. But nah, Antigua was fire. Even seeing the people there, like my parents are from Haiti. I've been to Haiti a couple times, but so I assumed that most countries in the Caribbean were really third world. But like, this place is like they got a Nobu over there.
Yeah.
Like, they got a
Nobu over there. Oh, it's cracking over there.
Yeah, it's fire over there. It's fire over there. So Antigua's pretty fire.
So you go stay at the ambassador, like you stay at the embassy or what did you say?
I went to the embassy every day.
Yeah.
Well, not the embassy. I went to I went to like where they hold Senate, where they hold Congress over there.
Oh yeah,
Parliament.
Like basically,
I went to Parliament.
Yeah, Parliament. Like you went to Capitol Hill every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I went there every day, and I had meetings with ministers, the prime minister, like just going through. I can't like go too in detail.
No. Just step by step what you experience. I don't care about.
For sure.
Like I do care, but I don't. Certain treaties they're treaties for a reason. They're not meant to be public. I mean, they're probably public, but let them do their homework.
Exactly. But I was just negotiating that for days, meetings upon meetings, drafts. So yeah, and I just went there. I handled that. And then finally on July 11th, they signed a formal treaty with us, and it's been fire since then.
Yeah. So basically, I hate going over shit like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's good. We're not even gonna go into these. I mean, because I covered all that already.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I didn't even look at that shit. So it's like, so it's crazy because like where you started, this is like I did the interview in reverse formation for a reason because I go to like let everybody think that you're this nerdy political dude, you know what I mean? But like, where did this shit start? They say that you were a producer for Lil Yachty. So where did Good Perry even start at? Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, for sure. I actually
Tell them
like,
to turn that TV down.
What I would be most prominent for is probably producing a lot of Lil Yachty's like early albums, like his first couple of albums, like a lot of his early hits. So I came up like that was like when I was 18, and I've been outside ever since. I don't even know. Like I just been out looking, finding something to be good at and somewhere to like apply it.
When you say first hits, what
like One Night, Wanna Be Us, the whole Lil Boat album, like
So how was the recording process of One Night? Like One Night's a hell of a record. Then seeing it blow up, like how was the recording process? Like what did you guys?
Well, I wasn't actually there when he recorded it. I remember he asked me for a beat one day, and I just texted him one. Like I made one real quick in the car, and then I texted it to him, and then he sent me back a song later that the next day. But like at this time, like nobody was hopping on my beats anyways. Like so he was the only nigga who was like texting me back songs, be like, "Yo, I made some fire." So I thought it was fire. But like whenever like we played it for people, like people didn't like gravitate to it as much. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so I thought it was fire though. But it was like we put it out in the summer, and then it was July, August, October. No, it's July, August, September, October, November. December is when traction starts to pull up.
Yeah.
And we're like we're waking up and it's like 100, 200,000 new plays on it. We're like, what's going on? Like, what's
like, why are they fucking with it now?
Out of nowhere. And then, so after like December that year, next year, we was basically just like on the run. Like, we wasn't even home half the time after that.
So you were a part of the boat. What did they call it?
Yeah, there was the sailing team at the time. I know now
team.
he got the Concrete Boys. But
Yeah. You were a part of the sailing team.
Yeah.
So what position were you in life when you first met Yachty? Like, what were you doing? Were you in college?
Nah, I wasn't in college. I was just at the time Atlanta had like a scene sometimes I see it in other places too, but like basically when like a bunch of young niggas who's like some niggas is in college, some niggas ain't, but like the ones that's like still in the fields like we all grouped up because we just fresh out of high school, but like we're not all from the same high school, but like we all just so happen to go to the same places, so we all just started grouping up,
like the young hipster squad.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually met him at a party, and then after that, that's like it was through my homie Nestle. I don't know if y'all, but niggas from Atlanta would know.
Let's go pick up in your mic.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, I'm just letting you know. Well, I'm about to say, yeah. So, you're in college. You're a hipster. Were you in college, or were you just one of the
I was in college.
Came around?
I was in college for like a month or two.
So you're from Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Well, nah,
Are you from Brunswick?
Nah, I'm not from Brunswick.
Because Brett's from Brunswick.
Brett from Savannah. I'm from
Savannah. That's what I meant to say. My boy from Brunswick. My bad.
I'm from actually I guess you would say Clayton County, Henry County. Like because I went to like middle school in Clayton County. Yeah, I went to
No, I'm saying, but you down that way, bro.
Yeah, down that way, right off Mount Zion Road, Noah's Ark Road type.
All that shit. Yeah.
So I went to Mundy's Mill Middle, and then I went to Dutchtown High School.
Yeah.
In high school, and which is in Henry County, which is just the county below.
Yeah. No, right
Clayton.
below Clayco. Yeah. Already, I'm hip to the A.
Yeah.
So how did you get up to the city? Like, even though it's only like a 20-minute drive, it's like living in the valley.
No, it's a 40-minute drive from Henry. It's a 40-minute drive from Henry because I lived off exit 221. Like 221, I don't know. Like I consider like the first couple of like downtown exits like after Hartsfield. Yeah. So that's like 270. It's a bit away.
Yeah. I never looked at it like that because I used to drive from Eagles Landing all the way to the city every day. So.
That's the drive too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, I had a little chick that lived down there, so I used to be, in and out that motherfucker. So you make it up to the city, you meet Lil Yachty at a party, like at like a hipster joint. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it was hipster at the time, but I guess we were hipsters.
I mean, considered to a gangbanger, like considering that, considering me being a gang member, it's like I look at you guys as hipsters, like little cool kids. You know what I'm saying? It's not like hippie, but it's like the little cool kids that stay out of trouble, but they still hip, like to what's going on to the streets.
I see what you're saying.
Well, I'm about to say, are you and Yachty still on good terms?
Yeah. I just talked to him the other day. Although, like, how would I say, like, we don't talk to each other like often, but like I do hit him up every once in a while. I'll be like, yo, what you doing? Like, what's this called? I seen you was over here. I was over here. Like stuff like that.
I just seen him at Complex Con.
Oh yeah, he was at Complex Con.
Yeah. Did you go through any turmoil at the time, or do you not?
Turmoil with him?
Yeah, like did you guys like over the selling team? Did the selling team get any type of turmoil to where you guys weren't seeing eye to eye for a second, and now you coming back around? And you're just cool now?
I don't think it necessarily was ever turmoil. Like, a lot of people do assume that. Yeah. But I think it was just because I'm 1 year older than him. So, like, I've always been, like, the type of person who, like, always wanted to, like, I never had my own crib, like, while I was coming up at the time. So I wanted to, like, go live in my own house, like, go do this, go do that. Yeah. So I guess as I was getting older, I kind of just, like, grew apart in that sense. So like I was staying in my crib more, like I wouldn't come out. I wasn't trying to like, what's this called? Like I was trying to enjoy my things, I guess. Yeah.
And other people probably viewed it as you being fake. And
exactly.
I get exactly what you're talking about. I get it. Yeah. So it wasn't really turmoil. It was more like of a growth thing.
Yeah,
like,
because we always like even if it was years where it was light contact, it was still contact in some shape or form. It's never been like a fuck you, bro. Like a oh, I don't fuck with you, bro. Like we never like hit each other like that.
So did him taking a break from music for a second affect you producing for him, or is it like Us like just growing apart now. It's just new people around, and you guys don't have those type of conversations.
I actually don't. I don't think he ever has taken a break from music. Like I think he's recording every single day. Like if he gets a chance, for sure. But if
Sure, but it was a period where there was no Yachty songs in rotation. Like you got to think. Like it has been a period where. I don't know. I thought Yachty was in jail for a second. Shit.
Really?
I'm just saying, like, it got to that point. Like, when is he 20, like, right after COVID, maybe? Right
I wouldn't know.
COVID
I wasn't
shit?
hanging around with him as much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he went blank for a second. There was no Yachty albums dropped for sure.
Oh.
Because Yachty doesn't have an album every year to date.
I see what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like he kind of took a break off the rap scene. I think he was enjoying money and fighting cases and living life. He always been on the scene, but it's like
fighting cases. You think he was fighting cases? I don't
he
think
had the
was
gun
fighting
cases.
Gun cases?
Didn't he have a gun case?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yachty
Had a gun.
Can we go in your?
I don't think so.
Little Yachty gun case.
No
Look
way.
it up.
Let me see.
I think he had one too.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. You gotta look that up. I don't want to be like a fucking misinformer. It's not popping up anywhere.
I don't see nothing. Yeah,
That's
I was
crazy.
saying,
I
think
thought
he had
that
a
they
gun.
caught him with some guns a long time
Nah, I
ago.
don't think so.
Cause it was like before he was able to tote. He was supposed to have rifles, and I think he got caught with handguns before he turned 21 or some shit.
Nah.
All right. Well, I was wrong. I was
I was gonna say,
wrong.
that's surprising to
Jesus,
me.
my bad. Y'all mean to put that rep on you. You know what I mean? So, what's your like relationship with the rest of the selling team, and what is like the original pack? Like, who did that consist of, and who's still around Yachty today?
I don't know. I wouldn't have no idea. But like as far as my relation with like the original like or the pack, the sailing team, like a lot of them was Yachty's friends, like his friends prior to like what's it called? Like I would say like instead of it being like the way around of like I was the new guy.
Yeah.
I was the new guy at the time, so like I was being invited to like. This pack of
Oh,
friends.
so
Yeah.
it wasn't like a pack of
Yeah.
friends that y'all
That came
grew.
up
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that explains most of the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People probably thought that you were like a day one type.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you would consider it day one if we was 16, 17 at the time.
Did that go on your phone?
Yeah. Well, it says here, Lil Yachty arrested for driving over 150 miles. So he had a
So
he had a reckless driving case. All right. Yeah,
He got caught with guns and drugs at that time when they raided the house.
exactly. I knew that.
Oh, I did not
That's
know
what I was
that.
just
I had
about
no
to say.
idea. I had no idea, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I just thought you know about that shit. I remember it was something about guns and drugs. I mean,
September 2020.
yep,
Oh man.
yep. That was right when I guess I was watching TMZ a lot at the time. I was in jail still.
Oh,
I was incarcerated,
oh,
so
man.
all the news that came on TMZ, I was already hip to, I guess.
Yeah, and TMZ
I
crazy.
got one more that I had down.
TMZ
We
is
can get
super
back
crazy.
into the freestyle.
You know what's crazy? Like I don't know if Burberry will say anything.
I was
about
going.
him.
Hold on. That's what I said. I got one more I want to ask you. What happened with the lawsuit with Burberry?
Okay.
That's exactly where I was going.
So, Burberry, I think this all spurred from that song with Kylie Jenner. Like it wasn't because I wasn't getting hit up by Burberry before that dropped or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like I was just chilling, some kid chilling in the crib, and then all of a sudden, like I get they sent the box.
What song with Kylie Jenner?
It's called "Beautiful Day."
Okay.
Called "Beautiful Day." It's a song with Kylie Jenner. It's got Kylie Jenner, Justine Skye, and oh my gosh, what was it?
I didn't know Kylie Jenner had a song.
A lot of people don't know. I think I'm the only person to have a song with Kylie, but
That's crazy.
yeah, it was Kylie Jenner, Justine Skye, and what's that Woods girl?
Jessica.
No, not
Was-
Jessica.
The black girl that used to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What
forgot
was
her
it?
name. I forgot her name.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
her old best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We was just like, me and Yachty was just in the studio one day, and we was recording a song, and they just walked in and they heard the song, and they was like, "Yo, can we hop on it?" I was like, "Yeah, but hell yeah, y'all can hop on it, no question." No question. But yeah. So I think the Turmoil and the reason Burberry came after me was because a lot of people assumed that Kylie Jenner said nigga on that song, but she didn't. It was the other two black girls like that was on the song, but they thought she said the N-word, right? So that's what got a lot of turmoil out of it. So after that song dropped, a couple days later, I get a box to my door, and it's filled with binders. Like I open it up, it's filled with binders. It's like, yo, this is you must be present for the Supreme Court in New York. Like, what is it? All this, that, and forth. It had pictures of me wearing Burberry, like Burberry print next to like some other print that I was wearing. Like it had like every instance that I had ever taken a picture, said Burberry, or used in any reference.
Wow.
Like it was binders of this, right? And then they were like, yeah, you have to appear in Supreme Court in New York for this, whoop-de-whoop.
But how did you even get a relationship with Burberry? Like, what did...
Well, the Burberry Perry came from, I used to wear this Burberry scarf around town, and my name is Perry. So, like, one day somebody, well, I think it was Nestle who started calling me that. He was like, oh, that's funny, Burberry Perry. Started calling me that.
Yeah.
And then he started calling me that more and more often, and other people started grabbing that from him and started calling me that. So then I would just go around town, and everybody would just call me Burberry Perry instead of like Perry at the time. But yeah, so that's how I got coined. I didn't even choose it. I actually didn't like the name at first, but everybody kept telling me I should have ran with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they hit me. They hit me.
So you were going by Burberry Perry at the time?
Yeah.
As a producer?
Yeah.
So the song with Kylie Jenner comes out, then you get hit with binders.
Yeah, binders, yeah.
Okay, and what's their problem with this?
Their problem is that they sent me a cease and desist. I didn't respond to the cease and desist, right? I just like posted it on Instagram and put like laughing emojis.
Yeah.
And they was like, oh, all right, we finna get this nigga with the binders now. So they sent me the binders. But their problem was like, they basically assumed that I was selling something in likeness with Burberry or doing something like I was using their likeness too much. It was basically that. It was
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking sponsor you,
Yeah.
they want to sue you.
Yeah. They wanted to sue me.
And
But
this is over the song. Why? What did
that's
you
what I
think?
was gonna say. I think they
yeah.
wanted to sue me specifically because they thought Kylie said the N-word on the song, and there was so much bad press around it. They was like, yeah, we gotta distance ourselves from this. So they was like, let's cut this nigga out the equation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what they did.
Yeah.
And so I like, and it's not even no hard feelings about it, because like I even from time to time, like there D Pascal, like the Burberry lawyer, like I'll email him and be like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, how y'all doing? And he'll like respond, and he'll be like, oh, you know, good. So it's like not even no hard feelings. Hopefully something can be worked out down the road.
Down
like,
the road.
You know what I'm saying?
You know they all come back around. Yeah. You wouldn't mind him in the Burberry suit while he signing them treaties, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like Burberry Perry, man. Be on the lookout. Like at that point, like, did you feel like you made it? Like, damn, I made it. Like, Burberry is suing a nigga. Like, this is like history in the making.
Well, I didn't feel like I made it. Here's when I felt like I made it at some point. Was that's why it was funny when you brought up the TMZ. Like, you was just watching TMZ in jail. So Burberry, and this is how I know this is what they did. They had a marketing budget to try and make fun of me online, right?
Oh,
like
wow.
They put out an article through TMZ. Says Burberry Perry, you're 300 years late to your name, lacking originality. Like that's what they put as the what's it called, and then they put a picture on me on the front page of TMZ.
Oh wow, bro! So they paid for that
They
post.
paid for that
Yeah,
post.
you're 300 years.
All of a sudden, I got hella Instagram followers coming in. Like I was like, "What's going on?" Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. But
It
yeah.
worked in your
Yeah, it
favor
worked in
though.
my
Yeah,
favor.
like come on, y'all so lame that y'all think that y'all think I'm some type of big ass
Yeah,
super producer
exactly.
star that y'all really turning me up.
Exactly.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, because I'm like, at that point, I'm like, fuck it, take the good with the bad. Fuck Burberry. I would have posted my next post. I would have been burning everything Burberry in my shit.
That's what I went down. That was my whole process, bro. I went down, I burned all my Burberry shit.
Yeah.
Let's go. I did all that shit, bro. I was on that shit.
He was on that. Yeah. You should have dropped the Burberry diss track.
I did too.
Ah.
I dropped the Burberry diss track, but didn't say Burberry.
Yeah, at all. Yeah. The checkered boys.
Yeah.
Call them the fucking stripes. The brown stripes.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah,
God.
man. So like now with the music going on, like have you hopped into artistry? Have you like are you rapping and writing now?
Yeah,
or where
yeah.
have you been doing both?
Well, I've been doing both because even on to go back to Yachty stuff, like I was also like featured on a lot of the songs, so I was rapping and producing at the same time. But I will admit that was the time when I started rapping, like, 'cause, like, I wasn't like rapping before, like I was just like doing things on the computer. But yeah, as of now, like I've dropped like how many tapes? I've dropped a couple tapes. All of them have done pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's like I can't complain about nothing that's been going on. I've been working on new music, and it's been really fire because like I got like a I got a sense of cohesion, or like a sense of like I could see what I'm doing now.
You
if that
found your
makes sense.
character.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, you put it right on the nose with that.
Yeah. You found your character.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
you're rapping for.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah. So
It's fire. I'm working on these new videos. I'm working on some new like ways of creating content that I think would be appreciated in a musical aspect, because like, you know how like, for example, like you make a video, like a lot of people like they be like, oh, I got a fire song, I got to shoot the video for this. I'm
with
thinking
no
like,
treatment.
yeah, no treatment. No, let's go shoot it, which is fire. That's fire too. I think it's fire.
The run
especially, like, yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's fire sometimes. Yeah, exactly. It's got its uses. But I also like I've been doing like these real like curated, thought out videos of things where it's like not necessarily movies, but like shorts that are better digestible with the music that I make, because I wouldn't even know what category to put it in, like the kind of music I make. But
yeah. So definitely you taking full control of what you got going on, and rapping it, sleeping on it, dreaming about it,
exactly,
bringing a vision to life. Yeah, because that's what I got to do for like my next visuals. I'm getting old, so it's like, all right, they want me to keep rapping, I'm going to keep rapping, but I'm not about to keep running gun and doing all, you know what I'm saying? This shit has to be something, or they can just have it.
Yeah, but I don't think the stuff you put out is like nothing, or like I
No,
don't
I'm
even know.
talking about the visuals.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too. Like as far as the visuals you put out, I think it has cohesion in the world that you already like. live in.
Yeah, but see, like, I wanted to show like the other side of what I'm living. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's
see what
really
you're saying.
like show both sides of what foot in and what foot out really look like. Like when the nigga trying to get away from the hood, but they really just pulling you in. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
That takes a level of awareness to like even see and like wrap up.
like,
And
come
put it
on,
together.
man.
Yeah.
Like, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's like, I'm really 2 foot out. I really like fuck the game. You get what I'm saying? But my whole life come from the streets, so it's just like you get sucked back in on accident sometimes, and it's like certain events occur where you have to, but you gotta like, in order to succeed, you just gotta ignore that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I just ignore it and just work on this and craft on this and my music and being a better interviewer, podcaster, and parent. You know what I mean?
Whole nine. You're just making yourself a better person.
Yeah.
But like, you know, when like I'm like a big believer in like everybody learns the same lessons just at different times. So like you being on that, like I know this is completely different, but like as far as like family, like for example, like you from the streets, like for me, it's like my family will sometimes like, it'll feel like they pulling me down because like they worried about so much other shit, but I'm worried about like trying to elevate this whole platform of us like that we got going on. Like I'm working on that.
Yeah.
So it's like that pulling down is like, is what's
and
called.
they think that you're working for the wrong reason. Like they telling you like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, all right, but then when the day come where I tell you I told you so, you'll be mad if I told you fuck you too at the same time. Like, you know what, fuck you didn't believe in this shit. Yeah, I go through that. Well, my family, like, they root for me, half of them, and half of them didn't believe in this shit when it first started. And you know what I mean? To where I'm at now, it just be like, hey, you know what I mean? Keep on doing your thing.
That'd be the biggest problem.
Yeah, they were talking about you at work today.
Fire, bro. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep it short. Yeah, nigga.
It's hard, especially like with your family, because like they're the people closest to you. So you take what they say like the heaviest. Like they like when they say something, it could even be like they're not even saying it in a way to fuck with you, but like it fuck with you sometimes just because
it's your family.
Yeah.
And it's like you put them first before anything.
Yeah.
So it's like you value what comes out their mouth to a point to where you just got to say fuck it. You know what I mean? So like in the future, what you got going on? What you want the world to know about Burberry, get Perry? You know what I mean?
Well, look out for me in the future as far as like 2024. First quarter, I'm definitely dropping something fire. I'm having I don't want to give out too much, but I'm creating a world. I'm building something that like people gonna want to come like fuck with, like for sure. Yeah. Because I think that's actually what the job of an artist is to do. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm a rapper, I'm supposed to make music, but like you got to remember like a rapper is just a subcategory of being an artist, right? What is an artist's original job? An artist's original job is to build out a world for themselves and allow other people to come live in it.
Yeah.
And like that's why you like listen to songs and it got you somewhere. Like it puts you in a place. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like really building out that world that they live in. I'm building out something fire, I think, for next year. And I can't wait for people to like even see what's going on or like ingest it or take it in, because I think it's gonna be fire. A lot of folks gonna want to tap in as far as what I'm building, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as the coins and Joseon moving forward, like the future, how do people even obtain a coin, and why is this coin even like sufficient to every day? Like why the fuck is it even a reason of me getting this coin? Like, what's the purpose of the Joseon coin?
Well, the purpose of the coin is to act as a fiat currency for Joseon. Now, the reason for somebody to want to get in or be a part of it, I would say first is the community. Like, it's not a lot of communities of people that you are seeing that are gonna help each other, not just like business wise, but also be like, yo, what are you in? Like, what are you into? Like, which direction are you going in? Like, type thing. So I would first and foremost join because of that, and it's a lot of like-minded individuals that are moving in a direction. That's what I like a lot about like certain like what do you call them? Like certain groups, or like not even groups, certain collectives. Like they know what direction they moving in, and like there's no stagnation. Like there's no stopping for it.
Yeah,
and that's why I first and foremost would join Joseon. As far as like other things, if you are a person who got nonstop ideas in your mind, and a lot of the things that's stopping you from fulfilling these ideas is monetary problems, or like I'm trying to figure out what market I need to tap into, or like what kind of people, or like this and that. like Joseon has like a ministry of patronage. So you register your business, you send in stuff to the ministry, and they'll decide like, yo, we can allocate some coins to you. Like you can like start working on this. Like you don't need to like wait on nobody. Like you can start working on this now. Yeah. And as far as like building, like if you have a real what is it called? A real hunger for wanting to build something, and you feel like it can go beyond, but you don't have the people or you don't have the know-how. As far as that, you can like come to Joseon and like it's not DIY, but it's a helpful community of people like that's really there helping each other out and trying to figure out what's going on.
So if you had a business and you had a dream and you think your dream is really worth it, you can go to the Ministry of Joseon and pitch it. Yes. And they might actually
allocate coins to you and you could figure out what to do from there. And like even if you need like little help with like, oh, I don't know which direction to move in. I see this here. I see this here. You like, we got Joseon Discord, Joseon group chat on Telegram, like whatever. It's hundreds of thousands of people in some of them. And like, people are just talking about like the things that they're doing and like what direction they're like, oh, can somebody chime in? Let me hear what you hear about this idea. Like, it's cool. Like there's an actual wanting to move forward. Like, you know how you hang around your homies and it's like not to say that your homies might be lazy or something, but like maybe they're not
on the same level.
Yeah, not on the same level, just as passionate about something.
That's what I'm saying. The frequencies are
exactly.
different. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, not on the same level, but like the level of frequency. Like you're not feeling this how I'm feeling this. Let me tap in with some people that might be feeling the same way that I'm feeling about the situation, because this is not your world.
Exactly.
And this is a place where there's multiple worlds going on. Mm-hmm. So how do you find the Telegram or the Discord? Like, do you have an Instagram for Joseon?
Yeah, the Instagram is at Joseon_Empire. There's also a Twitter. It's the same Twitter. But the best place to even find out like most of the information as far as like the treaties, I would just go to joseon.com and just like look over the website, look over the white paper, see what like is going on. Look at some of the people who are involved and like be like, okay, let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely need to tap in. We don't want to give you too much game and like just, tap in for this reason, but definitely do your homework. Mm-hmm. Tap into Joseon Empire, man. Mm-hmm. It's been another one at No Jumper with the good Perry, man.
Yes, sir.
It's the brick. Donnie, get us up out of here. Ha.